sure the Lakers, what they did was in the paint. You started off talking about game 2, they had 54 points in the paint. Game 3, 56. And then tonight, 62 points in the paint. And it's just going to be hard for a Houston Rocket team because even though I'm still old, Jim and Kristen, I can still make layups. And that's what the Lakers had.
Old. You're a veteran. Veteran.
I saw Rondo walk in, Jim, throughout this game and get a layup where he basically just walked in. And unfortunately for the Rockets, playing small ball and missing Daniel House Jr., they just don't have enough defensively. And give the Lakers credit. They are special, especially with this guy Rondo at the helm. If you make a mistake or not, he put the ball where only his guy can get it. And that's just hard. I mean, playing defense, playing offense, playing a game. But when you give up this many points and uncontested into the paint, that's just hard.
62-24, the difference in points in the paint for the Lakers as opposed to the Rockets. Rockets coach Mike D Antoni has sat down.
Are you going to have to see that for the whole game in Game 5?
Yeah, no doubt. I mean, I think we know the formula now. Whether we can do that, hopefully we will. And again, we know we're in a big hole now, but the next game is the game we got to win, and we'll go out. And if we lay it on the line like we did in the fourth quarter, we'll be fine.
Adam Spollen.
Mike, why was it such a struggle for the first 3 quarters?
Just a lack of spirit. Just, just seems like we got down. We lost our way a little bit, and then some guys came in. Austin Rivers came in with a lot of spunk, and Ben McLemore. They started. Russell started playing. He started turning up the heat big time, and that's what it's going to take for 48 minutes to beat these guys. They're a good team, coached well, but whether we make mistakes or not, it doesn't really matter. It's how hard you're doing those things, and hopefully we can get that done the next. I don't even know what day it is, but 2 days from now.
Ali Kangashani.
Hey, Coach, it seems like you had a lot of success in that run, playing with 4 guards and then the lone wing. Is that something we can expect going into Game 5?
Well, yeah, if we play with that type of purpose and energy, yeah, we could do that. We just got to, collect ourselves a little bit, and you can look for a little bit long stretches for sure.
Rodrigo Largazzini.
Hey, Coach, what are the adjustments you have to do on the defense side to stop the Lakers in the Game 5?
This is what we did in the fourth quarter. They got 24 points. We played hard, and we made the same mistakes in the fourth quarter we did the others, but our spirit was right and our minds were right and came at them.
Jonathan Fagan.
Is there a way to – how does it feel to be, after a game, having to talk about not having the spirit right for 3 quarters, not playing hard until behind by so much, considering the stakes right now?
Well, it's just, obviously everybody's thinking the same thing, and everybody's trying to. It's not like you do it on purpose. It's, we got down on ourselves a little bit. They've been battling uphill the last, 3 or 4 days, and we let go of the rope a little bit. So it's normal, but I don't have a doubt that these guys will be ready to come back and play hard like they did in the fourth quarter. So we'll lay it out on the line, and we'll go from there.
Thank you.
Jason Bristol.
Hi, Mike. I'm not really quite sure how to ask this, but when you mentioned
then
the
don't.
lack of spirit,
then don't. Go ahead.
The lack of spirit, is that any way tied to the situation with Daniel House?
You know what? That's a great excuse to try it out there. We're not doing that. We got plenty. I'm just really happy to see Austin and Ben come in and give us a boost. We just got to find out from the get-go, and I think we will. I really do. So, yeah, I understand it was 3-1. Hey, so what? Denver was 3-1. We got to win the next game. So it's a 1-game series, and then we'll see what happens.
Thank you.
Okay.
Saman Ali.
Hey, Mike, you talked about lack of spirit. Is getting out rebounded by 26 kind of part of that lack of spirit, like trying to keep it even on the glass?
That's some of it, and a lot of it. That's not just they play small too. So Danny Green snuck in a few times and got us, and Rondo and different people, and so there's no reason why we can't do that or prevent them from doing that. And every once in a while, Davis will get a rebound over top of somebody. Okay, I get it, but not what happened. So, we've got to do a better job there. But that's just the collective effort that we have to have.
Mark Bergman.
Mike, what causes, I realize James had 10 assists, but what causes him to be able to only take 11 shots from the field?
Well, they're double teaming every time. So I don't really look, those are stats that really don't mean anything. Just as long as somebody's scoring, and we did it we've done it in different quarters. We just haven't sustained it all the way through. And a lot of that is creating turnovers, running. And, at half court, they're going doubling. And it's going to be up to the other guys to score a little bit more.
Anthony Slater.
Yeah, Coach, you guys only got up 33s last game, and I think only 33 tonight. Is that what they're doing, or why do you think you guys have been such a low number than usual?
Well, I think a lot of it's what they're doing. They're really spreading out, but that means we should get to the line and get some layups, in which we did. When we were doing it the right way. Second half we get 59 points, and a lot of that was just putting our head down and going. And there's no reason why we can't repeat that.
Herb Spolin.
With the way they are looking to take away the three, are there other spots on the floor that you can take advantage of?
Yeah, layups, fouls, getting in there, driving multiple times, kicking it back out to where they can't take away the three. Play a little faster. There's all kinds of different ways. We just didn't play well. The first half, we didn't play well at all in all areas. I thought we picked it up the second half and see if we can repeat that.
Malik Ambajani.
Coach, defensively against LeBron and AD tonight, especially in the second half, how do you think you fared versus them? And do you want your team to go more one-on-one versus kind of continues to send those double teams from the weak side?
Yeah, I thought we did better, and that's what it's going to take. It's going to take us to guard it, and they're great players, so they're going to score some points. But we can't just abandon everything that we've done and give the other guys wide open looks. And I think we kind of broke down in the first half, but then with a greater purpose in the second half, we did a better job.
Michael Rosenberg.
Yeah, Mike.
Hey.
I understand James, when he's being doubled, that's the right basketball player, not more shots, but the team's so used to seeing him score a bunch. Do you think that had an effect on the spirit that he wasn't?
Well, you'd have to ask him. Again, I'm just looking at, what's the right play in that one moment, not what happened, And I think for the most part, he was trying to make the right play. And then, they're good. I mean, they got guys running around, and they're, when LeBron's running around, and they were dive bombing the guy in the middle. So we'll have to get ready for that and do a little bit better job. But got to give them their part into it. They're playing real well and running around like crazy.
Thank you, Coach.
All right, thanks, guys.
In case you missed the game, here's the game in this series.